Guys, I got another one for you today. We just checked in at this awesome little fish camp in Putnam County, Florida on Dunn's Creek. Now that's a tributary of the St. Johns River. We're gonna be out here all weekend and we're gonna do some speck fishing. You guys know them as crappie. We're gonna do some catfishing. We're gonna do some hanging out. We're gonna enjoy the beautiful scenery on this dock. And Crystal's here and Bianca's here and the dogs are here.
They're somewhere.
And you guys already know the drill. You're coming along for the ride. Look at that. Don't get no better. You know, I talk about it a lot, about old Florida. We're only about 35 minutes from St. Augustine Beach here, but this is like stepping back in time. We are in true old Florida here. We got the Spanish Moss,
Cypress,
Dunn's Creek, fish cleaning table right here.
the lily pads.
This is Bill's Fish Camp. Here she comes.
Oh,
The sun.
the sun.
It is sinking. And when this light comes on, the owner was just telling me that there's a bunch of big specks right there.
Why when the light comes on?
Because when the light comes on, it's kind of like snook fishing, but with crappie is the little minnows get attracted and then the crappie will hang out and eat them. I need to look in the truck and see if I have a hoodie in there. While I was making sure everybody else had their stuff.
That's not true. I got
Did you make sure I had a hoodie?
I got groceries.
She's not taking care of me, y'all. She's not taking care of me.
Trap.
We are gonna go get a little dinner and commence having fun. Guys, we're just chilling out on the couch, had a delicious dinner. We're gonna be up early-ish in the morning, go do some fishing. See you guys when the sun comes up. Oh, well, good morning, y'all. It is an icy morning out here. A little bit of frost on the truck. We're not gonna burn it up trying to get out fishing early. Girls are still sleeping. Coffee's brewing. How beautiful of a place to wake up, though. Marlon got to come out and chase the squirrels. Got the boat right here on the dock, and that water, believe it or not, is warmer than the air right now. I was hoping we'd see the turkeys this morning, but they're actually probably still sitting on the roost. There's a bunch of gar rolling right out front here. I got a feeling today is gonna be a good day.
It's breakfast time.
We have a little breakfast here. It's cold this morning, like I said. No rush out to fish.
We have eggs and bacon and English muffins. That scared me when they came out of the toaster.
There's a lake adjacent to the creek we're on. That's where we're gonna go fish today.
It's a secret lake.
But if you come stay here, you'll know which lake it is.
Let's eat and then go fishing. Is everybody ready? We're on an adventure.
A little spot there. So we've got about a 3-mile run to the lake we want to fish. It's gonna be a little chilly going fast. It's gonna be a beautiful ride, I can tell you all that. It was a chilly run because I don't have a hoodie or a beanie or anything warm. Wow, my crew all brought warm clothes.
Because we packed smart.
Well, I had to pack all the fishing gear, boats, the coolers, everything. I was in a hurry. We're out here on the lake. We were going to do what is called longline trolling for crappie. And this lake is known for some giants. It's cold. It's been very, very cold. I'm gonna hit some deep water in hopes of finding some trophy fish. So we're out here, we're just cruising the lake, 1 mile an hour. It's usually pretty relaxing. It's a little chilly today. The girls are huddled for warmth.
This is so fun.
Well, we're not really catching any fish, which is a worry of mine, the cold weather.
Did you say we're not really catching any?
Yes.
We are not.
don't know how to catch no fish anyways. Sometimes you gotta know when you're beat. We spent about 2 hours out here long line trolling on the lake and we didn't catch nothing. It's been cold. I tried deep, I tried shallow, I tried fast, I tried slow. We're gonna run up into the creek, try to do something just different. Guys, cold?
Oh my gosh, it's so cold.
I'm wearing 2 t-shirts, a regular t-shirt and a long sleeve t-shirt.
Okay, we're still cold.
I got nothing.
Freezing.
We're gonna tie up to one of these sticks of fish. Try to catch some catfish or whatever else might bite. That stick over there is where I caught that catfish one time.
Oh.
A little bit of current flowing here. Right over there, I caught a big catfish one time, so here goes nothing. We're just fishing a couple pieces of cut mullet.
Oh, he's got it.
I got him.
He's got it. He's got it, folks.
Mullet for the win.
We're not gonna starve, you guys. Hopefully it's something we can eat. Is it fighting good?
It is a bullhead catfish.
Oh, can we eat that?
Yeah.
Why is it so orangey yellow looking?
That's just how they be. Pretty fish.
It is.
Look at it in the sun.
It's like yellowy, orangish.
We'll put them in the live well, see if we can catch anything else.
Oh yeah.
Hey, give it a little you got something good on there. Something real good.
Be reeling your line.
Here,
Quick,
turn the drag up a little bit. Or no, don't. Just.
Yeah, no.
That's a big fish.
Oh, I lost it.
Gosh darn it. Did it bend the hook out? Yeah,
No.
it
Yeah,
did.
it did. Maybe you need to put bigger hooks on.
Hook got bent out. I was trying to use these little crappie jigs, being
that was
lazy.
a good fish.
It was a real good fish. Check that drag. I want to see how tight it was. It's tight. Dang.
It was a good fish.
That would have been a big old channel cat.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, at least we know they're here.
catfish time. We'll probably set some limb lines tonight too.
Oh, it's going.
Oh, it just got smoked.
Did you? They didn't hook up on it.
Babe.
Dang.
But it just didn't get it. It had it in its mouth.
It had it.
Did you see it at the surface? I was like, babe, turn the camera on, because I was like trying to get the rod. I'm like, that's the deal. Whoever doesn't get the rod gets the camera.
Okay. Whoever doesn't get the camera gets the rod.
We just lost a big fish.
Again.
All right.
That's all right. It's on. We're on it.
We're switching.
We're doing it.
I was being lazy, using little jigs.
Should have known better.
I'm gonna go to some 2-0 circles, some weights. They really like the mullet.
They like the mullet.
It's turned out to be the key.
Good thing.
And it's funny because I just randomly got hooked up on some mullet. Guy knows, like, you want some mullet? I was like, yeah, sure.
Cade.
Cade.
I
But
like that name. It's a good
we actually
name.
got to catch something.
Gosh.
I got,
Which one?
There's a fish on both.
Oh,
of them, babe.
jeez. Here, hold on. Hold
Take
on.
one of these rods.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
It might
Are
be
we
the
fighting the same fish?
I don't know. No, we're not. Tighten that drag a little bit. Here. We got two. We're double hooked up right now. I got one. Crystal's got one. Oh, man. Your fish is much bigger. Oh, you just don't have the drag. Or you got it wrapped around the tip or something.
All right, one fish in the boat.
I got a channel cat.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
What happened?
Trying to do too many things at one time.
This one looks like he swallowed it.
Well, we got one of the two. Doing okay, but we're not doing great because we keep losing fish. I had a boat come by and wake us right in the middle of all of it.
Jerk.
I mean, you could see us both hooked up too, fighting me.
Oh no.
What do you got? The bottom? That's a bull cat.
Yeah.
Well, even though we just had a double hookup, we are gonna go back to fish camp and fish off the dock because ain't nobody had no lunch yet. The tide is just switching here, and yes, there is tides here, because you can actually go all the way out to Mayport and out to the ocean from here. It's just a very long ways. So I'm thinking when the tide changes, the bite will turn on. If we're not catching them off the dock, we'll just come back here. I missed it, and Bianca goes, "Hey, you're cruising by." Good job, B.
He's always telling her to be more aware of her surroundings. She did it.
Here it is.
First time in 13 years. Baby girl. Marlon, are you hungry? Are you hungry?
She says, "Mom, I'm very hungry. I thought I was gonna die today. I thought you left me here and I was gonna have to eat mullet." We got a professional sandwich maker.
We have a problem.
What?
We have no mayonnaise or mustard.
I'm a lucky man. She made me 2 sandwiches.
2, not just 1. Grilled cheeses with ham.
You know what the #1 rule is? You never leave fish to find fish. And today I think we left the fish to come back and eat sandwiches. And we thought, well, we'd catch fish on the dock here. And I know they catch fish on the dock here. We just didn't. But we're gonna do a little bit of limb lining, brush hooking, bank poles, whatever you call them where you're from. I've decided I want to make me a catfish stew. Something our South Carolina friends introduced us to. It is delicious. It's a great little cold weather food. We can go set about 10 lines.
Genius that I am.
I knew about it. I just didn't want to tell you.
Nothing.
Last time we did lines, I had them all set in a bucket, and then we ended up
somebody ended up mad.
They were all tangled up. I mean, it's not a day unless I end up mad. You know it's a good tree when there's 1, 2, 3, 4 other remnants lines already there. But we're just got some big old circles. That's what we're doing right there. Big chunk of mullet. I just worry about them going up and getting in all that stuff right there.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll see what happens. On to the next one. The sun is setting. This little thing's working out all right.
I told you, I'm a genius. Guess what else?
What?
If they fall in the water, it floats.
That's a good idea.
Uh-huh.
They really like this mullet. Here's a nice big fat roe mullet.
Can you feel the bottom or no?
Yeah. Perfect. Got a real good feeling about that one. Are you driving back?
Yes.
All right, well, go fast. Don't hit nobody.
Are you hanging on?
Yeah. See, you got to do it like me. You say, "Are you ready?" And then you floor it. You don't wait for anybody to say yes or no. This is God's country, folks. Gotta love this time of day. What are you guys doing?
Sitting on the dock.
I was wondering why the dogs weren't running around. They've been caged
They're on
up.
their leashes.
You know what would make this more beautiful?
A proposal.
No.
Oh.
Bianca playing TikTok real loud.
Oh. We are on different wavelengths of thought.
Now, if you guys want to stay here, I'm going to show you all the information right now. I'm going to put it at the end of the video too, but it's very reasonable prices. It is on Airbnb, but you also just contact them directly. That's what I recommend. Now, they've got a feeder right here, and that is because they've got a bunch of local turkeys that hang out. If we're lucky, we'll see them in the morning. They actually just roost in these trees right here. This is the little house, 2 bedrooms, nice little kitchen. We'll do a walk through right now. Here's the house. There's the river. You ain't on no canal here, nothing like that. You're right waterfront. All right, let's see here. Get my shoes off. So coming in the slider here, got a nice little kitchen, little spot to sit down and eat. And look at that. That's what we're here for, y'all. I'm gonna catch one that big this weekend. You watch. So, nice sized little kitchen. Little living room area. And you come down here. This is the master. They got some cool artwork here. You know, everything you need, nothing you don't. Come around here. Nice little bathroom. And I have to say, this place is super, super clean. And this will be Bianca's room. Little buck on the wall. I was actually just talking to the owner. The story of Bill's fish camp is, Bill was his grandfather, and his grandfather actually grew up about 100 feet from here in the house and then lived here. And then the owner of this place also grew up around here fishing with his grandfather. I'm gonna show you guys some cool little stuff. So that is his grandpa. Now he's passed away, so this Bill's fish camp is in memory of his grandpa. You can see all kinds of articles that were written about him over the years. They've got some cool family pictures up here, different people. Look at that big old catfish. It feels like pizza time to me. Look.
Okay, listen, look. They have chicken tenders. What does that mean? Sure. I don't care.
What you got? Oh, look at them fried shrimps. Is it good?
Hot potato.
Good morning, guys. Woke up, the turkeys are going out there. I can hear wood ducks whistling. This place is just really a paradise. You hear that hen turkey? There's a big old tom puffed up out there too. But we're gonna go check our limb lines. Sun's just cracking. It's cold, cold. Man, I hope we got some catfish on there. I do want to make a catfish stew. But look at them turkeys. Look at him. All right, we got to try to get to the boat without disturbing the turkeys. Try to give them space, but they're pretty used to people here. Definitely some yard birds. If you want to come see the turkeys, you can come out here and see the turkeys. It's okay, ladies. We're just going on the boat.
Got a lot of women to take care of. Poor guy. It's cold.
Look how beautiful, though. That's not very cold. It's not as cold as yesterday. We gonna go get some catfish though. Fingers crossed.
It is cold. Smoky on the water.
Who's pulling the first one?
You.
All right.
There's something on there.
It's moving.
There's something on there.
It's moving.
It's shaking and it's moving back and forth.
Oh yeah, it's shaking. You see that tree shaking, y'all? Come this way. Oh yeah, there's definitely a fish on there. Reverse. Reverse.
I'm in reverse.
Okay. All right, forward.
I'm forward.
Got him.
First one of the day.
First line of the day.
Hey, that's a good eating size
Reverse,
one too.
beautiful channel cat. First line success. That's a really nice eating size.
It is. I'm excited. That's good. We have 9 more to go.
Let me cut that out real quick or get it out. Perfect.
Awesome.
On to the next one.
Wrap it around your pool noodle.
I'm gonna. It's moving.
It's moving.
I have a whole lot of flex to it.
Yeah.
That was what worried me about this line. Oh yeah, there's a fish on there. 100% a fish. Back up, back up, back up.
I am.
Here we go. Come around here with the camera. Here we go. Oh, this is a big fish. This is a big fish.
Oh. I'm gonna come hold the tree so the current doesn't get us.
Oh, darn it. Oh.
You can get him, babe.
All right, I'm just gonna wing him.
You sure?
I can't get.
Can't
1, 2, 3.
Oh my god!
Look at that, y'all.
Huge.
Ooh, look at my hand where I try to grab him.
Man, I knew this was gonna be a lucky branch.
Hold on.
He doubted me. He said, "I don't think that branch has enough."
Babe,
branchness.
Look at this thing, y'all.
He's huge.
Look at that fish.
Look at his big old head. River monsters.
Look at that thing, y'all.
Holy cow.
2 lines, 2 fish, y'all.
I think you're gonna have to make catfish stew and some fish and grits for Liam and invite him over.
Oh, my hand. He bit the tar out of my hand.
Here, take this so I can untie this.
Look at that, y'all. I was trying to grab him. He bit the snot out of me. This was Crystal's idea. I did not want to put a line on this branch because I didn't think it would have enough flex.
So...
Whew. That was exciting.
That was fun, huh?
That's a big cat.
That's a good one. That just made the whole trip. This one does not look like it's moving.
No. I don't know, babe. That line's moving. Oh, there's a fish on here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do if we have 10 catfish? Oh my gosh.
That's another nice cat right there.
Jeez.
Yeah, buddy.
Another kitty fish. That's a good one.
Bill's Fish Camp. This creek is known for its catfish. And you can catch them rod and reel too. Look at that big, that one's dark channel cat.
I didn't think there was a fish on there.
And I want to tell y'all, the secret to them is mullet. They really like mullet.
There is no shortage of catfish in this creek, that's for sure. Limb lining is super fun.
Oh, he's biting the tar out of me.
Well, yeah.
Look at this. Circle hooks right in the corner of the mouth, doing their job.
That's what you want.
I'm really surprised. You know, maybe this is the time for these nicer fish. But we're 3 for 3 right now.
That's wild.
I really want to not tangle these lines.
What is
like
that?
What? An otter.
What's he eating?
Crystal's getting it with the iPhone. He's got Zoom. He's eating him probably a piece of mullet.
I was gonna say, it looks like he's eating mullet, to be honest.
Man, Bianca's gonna be sad she slept in.
That is so cute.
It's beautiful here. You need to come and stay out here. It's very reasonable to stay at that fish camp, at this fish camp, and you've got so much to do right here. Even in the wintertime, like right now, there's a lot more otters than you think. You just don't notice them because you're not looking.
I want to bring that otter home and keep
Otters
it
are not as nice. Otters are like raccoons. They look nice, but they're maybe not the nicest guys in the world.
Keep it in the bathtub.
An otter is like if a monkey and a raccoon had a baby and it could swim. No.
Nothing.
No. Oh, look, it's all tangled.
That's not good.
There's a fish on there. It's doing this stuff. Here we go. Not very big, maybe. Oh. That's an eater, though.
It's a fish.
Look at that. We are doing good. We're 4 for 5, and that first one was definitely just spun off.
Here he is. Doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Powerful, powerful.
Circle hooks. Every single one has been hooked right in the corner of the mouth.
There he is.
Channel cat. Look up, see how he spun my line up? That's because I didn't put a swivel in my rig. Just wrap those right up on your noodle. No bait. So we had a fish. We were gonna check them last night, but honestly, it was freezing.
It was way too cold.
And I didn't bring any warm clothes with me because I was rushed trying to get ready to come out here, and I just wasn't thinking when I packed.
This is the first time I didn't pack for him, so that should go to show without me, he would probably die.
I mean, I'd just be cold.
You'd probably die. Nothing?
Let's see.
Looks like the tree's moving a little bit, but that could also be the current.
Oh yeah, there's a fish. There's a fish.
Really?
Yeah, oh, it's a little,
Oh, okay.
oh, butter cat.
Oh, dinky guy. It's okay though, he can join his friends.
So I asked Ricky last night, I was like, because I know he does a lot of catches these, and I was like, are those good? and he said this meat is whiter than the channel cat.
Really?
Gosh darn it.
What do they call it? A butter cat?
Yeah, I think it's technically like a bullhead. Gosh darn, you sat there and spin. They don't get real big. This is like an average size.
You fry them whole, or?
I don't know. We got 2 left, but shoot. It was already successful for just 10 lines, I would say.
No fish?
No fish, all spun up. There was a fish. I said, we got a tree shaker. Oh yeah. Look at it shaking that whole branch. All right, reverse. All right, whatever. Oh, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah?
Oh, not a bad way to end the string. Last fish of the string, another nice channel cat. And they are dark in this creek, y'all. They're like black dark. So, ooh, he's biting my hand good. But we got, what, 5 out of 10?
I think so.
And I think
in one night.
We had fish on all the other lines. I always like to end on a fish. That's super awesome. Nice channel. It's a good eating size. We got 1 mondo in there, just straight chunk. And
can we go back and like warm up at the Airbnb?
Yeah, we're gonna go warm up. We're gonna rouse Bianca out of bed.
Maybe try to fish.
Take some pictures maybe.
Yeah.
We can go back to our little fishing hole yesterday. I'd like to pull on one of these on rod and reel for you guys.
Grabbing all the rods.
Well, yeah, a little breakfast, and it's warmed up considerably.
Yeah, it has.
We're gonna go back to a spot where we got broke off a couple times yesterday, see if we can't put some together on rod and reel. I'll be honest, I don't really want to check out of this place.
It's beautiful here.
I'd like to spend the rest of my life on this creek. Gotta sell our house, buy a house out here.
Bet. I double dog dare you.
I will say,
can't turn down a double dog dare.
The best way to get me to do something is tell me that I can't. Usually lights a fire under my butt.
You can't do it.
I had a couple people tell me I wouldn't be good at YouTube, and that motivated me more to do it than anyone telling me I'd be good at it.
Oh no, it's pulling drag!
Oh, what do you... What did you catch?
I don't know.
Crystal's got one on this baby Zebco.
I was just messing around.
What?
What?
Oh, that's a huge catfish. Hold on. Oh no, it's a bowfin. That's what that is.
Oh man.
Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't let him get off. Don't let him get off.
He's like barely
help me. Help me.
I'm trying, babe. This fishing rod's tiny.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, he came out.
Oh no.
Take this. Take this from me. Thank you.
He's spinning. Oh my gosh.
That's a big old bowfin.
I was like, oh man, it's picking at my little baby rod here on the Zebco.
Big old bowfin.
That was
These
fun.
things have nasty teeth too. I can't believe he didn't bust you off.
Well, you know, when you're a professional like me.
You want a picture with him?
Yeah, with my Zebco. We'll send it to Cody.
Yeah, Cody bought me that Zebco for my birthday as a gag gift. Look at these things are like prehistoric.
Yeah, I want a picture with it.
All right.
Not to.
Crystal on the mini Zebco.
Oof.
He got you. He got in his crusher. So let him go. Oh, there you go.
I'm bleeding.
Good job, babe.
That was fun. I'll do it
funny.
again.
My buddy Cody had bought me this as a gag gift for my birthday. Getting to be about noon. We have to go back to St. Augustine today, and so we're picking our lines up. Gonna take a few catfish pictures. Head on back to Bill's Fish Camp. Pack up and go. But I'm gonna make a delicious catfish stew tonight. That is a South Carolina dish. And while the big cats on rod and reel evaded us, we did catch quite a few butter cats. and really had a good time.
It was fun.
Just like anytime we go anywhere, I wish we had an extra day, but it was a great little weekend trip. It's only about 40 minutes from our house in St. Augustine Beach out here, so it's kind of like a little staycation.
Yeah.
Great place to stay. We'll definitely be back.
For sure.
This is a quick little fun fact about my channel. Right here is where I've shot my first thumbnail ever. Lawn chair point on Dunn's Creek. They got a plastic lawn chair right here. So I shot a thumbnail right there. First video ever. If you look back and watch it, it's super cringy.
It's like 50 crabs or something.
Yeah.
Crabs.
It did all right, but man, you just watch it, it's cringy.
My favorite part was when you flipped into the water.
You gotta go watch
Go
it.
watch it.
It's cringy. We've come a long ways since that video.
Yeah.
Y'all go check the first one ever out. Remember, that's where the thumbnail was.
She is not happy about the catfish.
They're all alive, dude. Usually I would clean them here. They have a nice cleaning table, but I forgot my good knife at the house, so. And we're only 35 minutes from home. Such as it is, the nicest day, Sunday. It's beautiful, it's warmed up. We gotta go home. I'm gonna take it home. I'm gonna clean them fish up. We're gonna make a delicious South Carolina style catfish stew for you guys. But just take one more good look at old Bill's Fish Camp here. All the information will be on the screen. I want you guys to give him a call. The owner, Joey, is a super nice guy. He can accommodate just about anything for you. If you want to come out here and catch specks, crappie in Dunn's Creek, Crescent Lake, St. Johns River, it's a great centralized location. And as you saw, the catfishing is really good year-round out here. The only reason we didn't catch specks is we just had this crazy weather and it's so cold. But they'll warm up and they'll start biting. We will be back here.
Is that big chungus? Dang.
That's a good sized catfish right there.
I mean, look at the size of his head.
But we had, I think, 5 of these bigger cats and then 6 butter cats. I'm gonna show you on a smaller one. Catfish is kind of like a cobia. They don't roll over on their side good.
Look at that guy.
I also do not pretend to be a professional catfish cleaner. I don't do a whole lot of it, but this is how I do it.
Maybe somebody in the comment section can tell you a better way.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will. Look at that. There's something in that thing's belly.
I want to find out what it is, but maybe not on camera.
Yeah, definitely. the days of checking bellies on YouTube are over. Catfish, a lot of times they'll get those pec fins stuck open like that, and you can't lay them on their side. Sometimes what I'll do is just break that, and then I can lay the fish over on its side. I'll feel where the end of that rib cage is, and I like come straight down, twist my knife out, up just a little there, and then just come right down that bone structure like that, flip that out. And there's a lot of red on that meat, so what I'll do when I come in is, instead of pushing real hard down, I just kind of float that knife and leave that red on the skin as much as I can. Trim out the bloodline, because what's going to have an off flavor in a catfish is almost always going to be that bloodline and that red that is right next to the skin. There's still a little bit of meat right here. Feel that rib cage come in like that, come out just like that. It's actually a chunky bit, and you got to take that little bit of skin off, get your finger in there like that, just fillet that off too. Well, we're gonna take this up in the house and make a traditional, well, we're gonna make a catfish stew. I don't know if it'll be traditional.
It'll be Tug Trash traditional.
I'll do my best to make it something that they eat in South Carolina. And we're back home. I hope you guys enjoyed that out there. It's only about 40 minutes from our house here out to Dunn's Creek, but little staycation. We love going out there. I feel like I could live out there full time. I went ahead, I cleaned those cats, I brought them in, I got it cubed up. This is probably more than I'm gonna use, but what I'm gonna make is a catfish stew. Now, the first time I ever had catfish stew was in South Carolina. The farmer where we hunt, Jeff, it was a rainy, cold evening. We had come in from the evening deer hunt, and he shows up and he's got a Dutch oven full of what he was calling catfish stew. I had never ever heard of catfish stew, but I was cold and I was hungry that night. It was a red stew, and it's something that it's a traditional South Carolina dish, and it was delicious that night. And I've wanted to make it ever since. I looked at a bunch of different recipes. I talked to Jeff, and I'm gonna make one my own. You know, if you wanna cook something, go ahead, look at a bunch of different recipes and make it your own. You don't have to use every ingredient that everyone uses, and you can add some of your own ingredients. I'm gonna get this heavy Dutch oven heating up. But what I have is chunked up channel cat. I have some onions that I diced last night. I was gonna cook last night, we ran out of time. And a little bit of red pepper. A lot of people don't put red pepper in theirs, or a lot of people don't put bell pepper in theirs, but I thought a little bit of bell pepper would give it some flavor. We got garlic, little celery, tomato paste, some Campbell's condensed tomato soup, some thyme, some bay leaf, some Rotel diced tomatoes, Yukon Gold potatoes, a little bit of beef bouillon, Worcestershire sauce, and some Everglades seasoning. And of course, a little less, I don't know, about a pound of thick cut bacon that I cut down into little, they call them lardons when you cut them down into little pieces like that, if you want to be technical. Just starting, we're going to go ahead and start and render down the bacon in this heavy bottom pot. I don't want it crispy, but I want it cooked down, and we are going to use that bacon fat as our base. The bacon is rendered all the way down, but it's not like crispy. Point being is I don't want to overcook my bacon at this point, and I'm pulling it out. Nice little trick is just go ahead and use the lid to your pot. Put that bacon right in there because it's gonna go back in a little bit here. That's out. I'm gonna go in with my onion, bell pepper. Every single catfish stew recipe I saw calls for bacon and onion. I saw just a few that use some bell pepper, but I thought it would be a nice addition, and using the red bell pepper, it wouldn't take away from the color. Just a little bit of celery in there, just as an aromatic, so to speak. Now, that's another thing. I didn't see a ton of recipes. Oh, geez, I'm struggling. I didn't see a ton of recipes that called for celery, but me, knowing what I know, I felt like it would add to the stew in the end. And that looks like a lot, but we're gonna cook it all the way down. Just letting it get that good stuff off the bottom of the pot from the bacon. Probably let this cook down about 10 minutes. So a friend of the channel sent us some homemade dish rag pot holders. Thank you, Tammy. I'm using them, I like them. I'm gonna turn that heat back up just a little bit. Now I did dice up some Yukon Golds. I like, you know, about that big. I don't want it so big, it needs to fit on a spoon. That's the way I look at it when I'm cutting stuff up. On the veggies, I like a fine dice, because those onions will almost disappear when they're cooked all the way down. So I've got this stuff cooked down. Come here, get a shot of it cooked down in here. It's getting soft, it's translucent.
It's getting foggy.
It's soft and translucent. We're gonna go in with some garlic. Don't skimp on the garlic. It's never made anything bad. We'll give that a quick stir just until you start to smell it. And then I'm gonna do something, I didn't see really anybody else do this, but I'm gonna put a squeeze of tomato paste. This will help make it really a rich tomato flavor. So I'll put like, I don't know, a tablespoon and a half or so in there. I like this little squeeze tomato paste too.
I feel like it's been your new favorite thing.
It is. That thing's still foggy though, give it to me. There you go. And then we're actually gonna cook that tomato paste down with that garlic in there just a little bit. It'll help reduce it a little bit. We're reducing all those flavors, and that's what's gonna give our stew a really good flavor in the end. You probably could just make it potatoes, bacons, onions, and catfish, and it would be good. I think a lot of people do that. Also off camera, I did salt and pepper this. So just let that cook a little bit. We'll go back in with our bacon. Any residual bits of that. I'm gonna hit it with a little onion powder. I'm gonna hit it with a little garlic powder, even though I put onions and garlic in it. I am going to then go in with Campbell's condensed soup. Some people use tomato sauce, some people use just ketchup, some people use a bunch of different stuff. V8, I saw all different kinds of things. So, and then for each can we put in of this, we'll put 1 can full of water. There's 2. Oh no.
Yeah.
Making a mess.
Always.
Let's see what that looks like. I got a lot of stuff to fit in this pot.
I know, you're gonna need a bigger pot.
I think I'm gonna stop there. Now, one thing that's in most recipes is ketchup, but we have our homemade daddle pepper sauce, which is, I have a whole video on. I'll put a link in the description, but it's ketchup based. So I was like, just use this and give it some daddle spice. So I'm gonna put about that much in there. That was maybe a cup. And we'll stir that. We're gonna go in with some Worcestershire, Lea and Perron, couple shakes. We're gonna go in, this was an interesting thing I saw in a couple recipes, was a little bit of beef base. I could see how with the tomato, it would complement that. I'm not gonna put a lot. I'm just gonna try just a little bit in there. Maybe a teaspoon. Like that.
That was like 2 teaspoons.
Well, you know, people always, they'll mess and they're like, can I have that recipe? And I'm like, I ain't got nothing written down, man. It's all in my brain. And I've never ever measured anything. So, you know, I'm just guessing. I do have dreams of making a cookbook for you guys someday. Drop a comment if you think a cookbook's a good idea. So I'm gonna put a 1/2 cup can of water, just because a lot of water is gonna reduce out. And then we're gonna bring this up to a simmer. A little bit of time, because ain't nobody got, it's dry time, because ain't nobody got time for that.
It's a bad joke.
It's a dad joke.
It's a bad dad joke.
And a bay leaf. I just like putting bay leaves and stuff.
I believe that.
I'm gonna go in with some of these diced tomatoes, or diced potatoes.
I was gonna say those are potatoes.
And we're gonna simmer this until those potatoes get soft. I'm gonna take this catfish. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use all this. I'm going to season it up with some Everglades. The catfish goes in last, but I didn't want to put unseasoned catfish in there. So it simmered, I don't know, what do you say, 45 minutes or so. But basically, the potatoes are now fork tender. Crystal informed me off camera that those potatoes are bigger than spoon size. So I've also just been breaking big ones in half with a fork. It is now time to add the star of the show. Camera person. So we've got our catfish seasoned with Everglades. We're just gonna put that into our bubbling pot of stew, just like that. Catfish, if you know, it's got a little, it holds together better than some fish, I guess is what the word I'm looking for, which is why it's great for a stew like this. We're gonna put our cat in, wipe my hands off. And we're just gonna lightly incorporate that and let it simmer just until it's cooked through and cut the heat off. I want it to be nice and catfishy, but I don't want the catfish to completely break apart on me, so you can kind of discern where a bite of catfish is and where a bite of potato is. We need to call some friends because we got a big old pot of catfish stew. Weirdo. Ladle some into a bowl for the people. You are the Little Mermaid. All right, weirdo. Ladle. All right.
I'm ladling it.
Looking good. Well, I let the catfish cook about 10 minutes in there. Just until it was tender.
There's a bay leaf. Don't eat the bay leaves.
I know. But they
How much do you want?
Thanks, Goose.
One more scoop. Then give me a little
How's that?
juice. Give me a little juice. Yeah, there you go.
How's
Perfect.
Thanks, Goosey.
And we got some sourdough bread we're gonna cut up. I think it looks good.
Ooh. Hello, everybody. Sourdough
So-
bread's my fave.
We got bread for dipping into the stew. I want to try just a big bite. I've never made this before. I've only had it the one time when Jeff made it. Let's see how I measure up. I haven't burned my mouth yet today. Like, I've been tasting it along the way for salt and whatnot.
Ooh. That's really good.
It's hot.
The catfish is actually very good.
Yeah.
in it.
I think that all the tomato and acid and everything, it just, and the bacon, and the potatoes.
But it's like very tender. It's like flaking apart.
Well, I put it in first and I was like, okay, it's done. But then I was like, let me let it go a minute.
Oh, it's hot.
That's
A
the
little
thing.
spicy. Just a little bit spicy.
It's just a little spicy. It's perfect.
But it's perfect, yeah.
It's like spicy on the back end
I'm
and
gonna
sweet
get-
on the front end.
I'm gonna get water. Do
But-
any of you guys want
Mullet, get out of
Tomato
here. People,
soup.
people, they see you licking my elbow.
Anyways, tomato soup in itself is always usually very sweet.
Yeah.
And then with the daddle. on the
Which I
back
wasn't
end.
sure about using the canned tomato soup, but I think
good.
it worked. A big old chunk of catfish right there. It's funny too, the big cat had much whiter meat than the
little
smaller
ones.
channels.
Yeah.
I think I kind of like the meat off the, like, if you're gonna chunk it up and fry it or something like that, the bigger ones the better, or the little tiny ones.
I'm gonna get some water. Do any of you want any?
Please.
We gotta do a bread dip. Dip your bread in there.
Can they see the birthday cake? Let me show you guys something special.
It's Mullet's birthday.
It's Mullet's 5th birthday.
He's 5 years old today. Me and him are both middle-aged now. We're at the same stage of our lives. Oh, it's good though. I like that. But if you guys want to go do what we did, go check out Bill's Fish Camp. The owners are super nice. Give them a call. You know, you can book direct through them, and you can bring your boat down there. There is very good crappie fishing there, even though we didn't catch any on our trip. There's very good catfishing. There's all kinds of panfish in that creek. In the fall, there's actually shrimp on that dock. When the water's a little bit warmer, there's a ton of blue crabs in there. It is a sportsman's dream. It's even right up the road from Dunn's Creek WMA. So if you were in hunting that WMA, you could stay there. We are gonna do Happy Birthday Mullet now.
1,
Wait, should I turn off the lights?
2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Mullet. Happy Happy birthday to you.
Here you go, bud. Blow out your candle. He doesn't like fire. Here. Good boy.
Good boy.
Drop a comment to say happy birthday to Mullet. He is 5 today. But we will see you guys on the next one.
Thanks for watching and coming to Mullet's birthday party. Look how happy he is.
Bob, what are you doing?
Good boy. Good boy.